The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
Monday.
Throwing is Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They'll set up to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
We're scoreless after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Pin. Safety creeping.
Back to throw, Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Being chased out left.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On 3rd down, Peyton. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
18 Gator. Hey, watch the slam. Slam, slam, slam. Check, 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 check. Check 3, 2.
Now Leonard Fournette. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
30 base. Leo. Get it.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Hey, Zoo. Go.
He'll try and throw for it here. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Stafford on 1st down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit! Leonard Fournette with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign. That
takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Finding Knox there, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Stafford now to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The final shot before the break. Stafford gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 13. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Play action. Stafford. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Catanzaro's kick is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On the run, it's Fournette, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Back to throw here. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Fournette. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is the running back, Powell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. They go again with Powell. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, and it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run on 1st down. Peyton, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. They set up the screen to Peyton. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd. Down.
Set. 250. 0. Get that ball. Hey, check right 57. Hey. High 7. Nobody has.
Stafford looks to throw again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run with Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
A handoff to Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Chicago, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Ready, 280. Mike 29. I got one.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I smell fear in that offense. 58. Check 24. Check 24. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. It's a party now. Slam, slam, slam.
Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
You ready?
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now it's Ryan. And he's got Fitzgerald. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
22. Ready to go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 28 yards. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Leo.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. He completes it to Tate. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Hey, cut his right. Watch that in. 5.
On 1st down, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 21.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Ready, set.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught right side, Tate. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Look at me. Go. Come. Ready?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Rosas good with the extra point. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Ready? Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
On third down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ryan gets it to his tight end, Hooper. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Ryan looking end zone for Jones. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Well, throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Break.
On 1st and 10, Jones. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal operating from the 8-yard line. Another try for Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
He's checking. Crack.
80 weapon.
Now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Ryan looking deep for Julio. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Second and goal from inside the 5. Ryan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
21. Hey, check 13. Check 13.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this one is right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking to throw. Jones. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game. They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Returnable here for Callaway. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The pass from Ryan complete to Freeman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan looking downfield for Jones, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Looking deep for Julio. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And some room to maneuver. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Saquon Barkley. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
Now Gallman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Look, squeeze. No. Leo. Set, go.
Again, it's Barkley. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Check. Hey, Sam off. Check. Slam. Drop. Rock it. Check 9. Hard. Under crunch. 5.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys are able to regain the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good one.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. The 20. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And do not ask me to explain what in the world happened there, folks. That's a safety in the strangest of ways. My word. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26, 25, check 20. Fair.
On the run, it's Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the intercept. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Second and 5. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Go.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. Double tight, guys, double tight. Even. Look, squeeze. Deuce. Watch the eye. Leo. Crop it up.
This is Gallman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Let's go. Hey, stand off. Fight.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Woo! Let's get it. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.